It all kicks off with January. The year started with the game between the Sydney Kings and the New Zealand Breakers. It was a thrilling match, but Breakers got the win, which surprised me. I also went to the Sixers and Thunder. It was awesome. It was a great night, but the Suns was very bright and the Sixers got a win. February, I went to the Cairns Taipans versus Sydney Kings, and it was weeks before the Kings made the grand final. And also, the charity match was great. I met Shaq TV and basically enjoyed the thriller between Mark Hughes and Ronald McDonald. Oh my, Sydney Kings are champions. It was a bloody pack, but it was such a memory. It's basically so good. Up the Kings and entertainers finally got back from America, and I went with him to Eels vs Roosters. We didn't win, and Sean Russell played really well in that game. So next one in April, I went to the GIO Stadium in Canberra and cheered on the Eels, but they didn't win. It was a close match in Canberra. It was not very cold. I had a jacket on. So next one in May, the Mariners defeated Adelaide to book a spot in the grand final, which they last did become the A-League champions. Also, the Eels beat the Cowboys during the Origin. It was a close game, and I met the Nick from Australia. Also, next up in June, I went to Supernova. It was a great time. I met Michelle Gomez from Doctor Who. Lots of people dressing up, and even the man from Wolf Creek who laughs. So next up we have July. I went back to my hometown in New Zealand, and I saw my family and friends. I spent in 2 weeks there, I think. It was a great time there. But also I went to IMAX to see Oppenheimer and did sporting matches of all kinds in Melbourne with Entertain House. So in the next one we have August. The Matildas match was exciting. They beat Denmark, and we had a great seats to see both goals and bring home the win. So the next one we have September. Roosters flogged the Eels without Mitchell Moses, but I got to meet Jared Waerea-Hargreaves on the day. Also, the Knights eliminated the Raiders in a crazy game where I dressed up in the Knights mask and got the train down to Newcastle. So the next one we have October. The Broncos fans was a great area for the grand final, but the Panthers were too good in the most thrilling match of the year. Also, I went back to Sydney Kings and got to see the trophies. So the next one we have November, but also this was taken in the picture. Great time at Foresters Beach, lots of sun, plenty of sunlight, and good photos. But also to kick off, last but certainly not least, we have December. But basically, I had a Merry Christmas, a wonderful time. Basically, I spent lots of money on Boxing Day sales, basically $200. But yeah, that was such a great time that I had. But anyway, guys, that's all from me. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and had a great 2024.